Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the concept of spoon feeding clients. So in my opinion, with regards to online coaching, personal training or consulting, anything of the like, there's almost two schools of thought. There's in my opinion, the spoon-fed approach, where essentially the nutrition plan is a very basic meal plan. The meal's already laid out for the individual over the 7 days. They don't essentially have to think about it. All they need to do is just plug in the foods during the various times they've been given, and they don't even have to think about it. The other approach is the macronutrient, calorie, fiber targets, and then potentially within that you can have some example meals as well based on the client's preferences, etc. In my opinion, the latter, the macronutrient, calorie, fiber target with potentially some example meals, is the better approach to go. The reason being, you're actually educating the client with this approach rather than you're just spoon feeding them with the meal plan. Now, why is this so important? So let me give you a prime example. So let's just say you've been given a very basic 7-day meal plan. You've got the foods you're supposed to be eating on a daily basis. Let's just say, for instance, that client then goes away on business or goes away to a friend's, or is just away from their home environment. They're going to be clueless unless those exact foods are going to be in their new environment, which is very unlikely. So, for instance, they're going to go away and they'll be panicking. They've got no clue what they're doing because the coach's guidelines have just given them foods. No thinking required what they're actually doing in terms of calories, macronutrients, fibre, etc. It just doesn't work. You're just not going to be in a place where you're about to make an educated decision. So that's my biggest problem with the 7-day meal plan is, fair enough, you can potentially get someone results. However, it's important to note that nutrition is ever changing. The calories, macronutrients are going to be ever changing depending on the client's progress. So for instance, if this isn't tracked, the person coaching just doesn't know what they're doing. On the flip side, the person with the macronutrient calorie guidelines and perhaps some examples is going to know exactly what they're doing, because they'll go away on business or away from their home environment. The foods they're used to eating aren't available. However, they have an understanding of protein, carbohydrates, fats, fibre, and they can essentially substitute any food they like to fit within the formula. So you can see the difference between the two. You've got an educated person understanding how to interchange foods according to their preferences that still match up to the calories and macronutrients, and they can still achieve their goals. And then also when the change is required, say for instance their goal is fat loss and they plateau, and a change is required, e.g. dropped calories or carbohydrates by X grams, they understand the process. They understand, right, okay, now I'm just subtracting carbohydrates off my daily schedule, etc. On the flip side, the person consuming the 7-day meal plan is absolutely clueless. They don't understand what that means, and therefore the person following the 7-day meal plan is not going to attain long-term success. I'm adamant that the skill of being able to track macronutrient calories and being able to understand foods in terms of nutrition values will serve you for the rest of your life, because you'll constantly know how to manipulate foods to achieve a desired result, whether that's muscle growth or fat loss. So this educational process is absolutely paramount. So I hope you can see the difference between the spoon feeding example of just giving 7 days meal plan, the client not understanding what they're doing, they're just following the set of orders. Whereas on this side, we're saying these are your guidelines. You can essentially fit any foods you enjoy to fit the numbers. Here's a few examples from the foods you're already eating, so therefore you can kind of see how it all matches up. But at the same time, you're not held hostage to a small group of foods. You can add variety when you're going away on business or away from a home environment when the same foods are available, and it just allows that client to achieve results way beyond the time working with myself or another coach. So I hope you found this useful. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Have a good day. Thank you very much.